From my years spent working in pharmacy, I've encountered a lot of very sad situations with people's medical issues, and there was one in particular that's been standing out to me recently, and this was a case involving the morning after pill. Unfortunately, because of the HIPAA laws, I can't go into the specifics of the situation, but to be incredibly vague about it, this was a person who, based on the other prescriptions that they had, that the doctor had written for them, my personal judgment was that this person did deserve to be able to terminate their pregnancy due to medical issues. This was something that the guardian of this child, who the prescriptions were written for, was crying a lot. I mean, she was just, it was awful. I'll explain a little. Most of you have been to pharmacies and you know the setup, that the technicians typically are the only interaction with the patient unless you have a question for the pharmacist, especially at the larger pharmacies. At this particular pharmacy, I had taken the prescription. I was about to fill the prescription because we did have the morning after pill in stock. We weren't out of it, you know. And the pharmacist refused to check the prescription. She refused to dispense the medication. And of course, you know, seeing no reason why we wouldn't be able to, the prescription was, you know, in stock. We were, you know, the insurance would have covered it. I asked her, you know, why? And she wouldn't answer me. She just said, give the prescription back. We'll tell her to go to another pharmacy. And I went to the lady, and I probably looked just as confused as she felt. And the pharmacist didn't have to explain it to her. The pharmacist didn't have to face her to explain to her that, no, I'm sorry, your daughter can't take this medication because, you know, the pharmacist doesn't feel like dispensing it for whatever personal reasons she has. Although I'd like to examine a little more about why the pharmacist had these personal reservations. Because all talk of having a soul aside, after fertilization, the zygote that's created is a single-celled organism. One cell. That's it. I mean, it's alive, yes. But aren't the majority of bacteria also alive when we kill them every day with antibiotics? I mean, I wouldn't personally take the morning after pill because if I've had consensual sex, I'm doing so under the assumption that I may become pregnant. So I've discussed with my partner whether or not I would keep it. But this isn't necessarily the case with all relationships, and especially not in the case of certain situations out of people's control, like rape. And so me in particular, I may be pro-life for myself, but I am pro-choice for everyone, because not all women want to be mothers, and they should have the right to kill that single-celled organism just like they have the choice to take an antibiotic, which that pharmacist dispenses probably hundreds every day, prescriptions for antibiotics to kill off entire colonies of single-celled organisms living in, you know, people everywhere. I mean, the word antibiotic is anti-life. So, I feel that this is a bit, just a double standard, that religion, I'm assuming religion in her case, promotes this viewpoint that a person thinks that their single-celled zygote is more important than a one-celled bacteria because it was created in the image of God. I mean, that seems a bit egotistical to me. We're really all the same.